because we were a little bit over, but welcome to Speaking to Spirit with our beautiful co-host, SunPsychic Jean. So good to
Hi,
see you
everybody.
always.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
You
Aley.
haven't been
Thank
on?
you,
It's been about
everybody.
a
It
month.
was my
Yeah,
fault.
it's been.
I was gabbing.
No, no,
We
no.
need to get together and just do some gabbing sometime.
I agree. I agree. It's funny because a lot of us were talking about Diana and Terry Renner, and we were saying we need a road trip somewhere where we can just laugh and all that stuff with everybody. So yeah,
I think there's a road trip happening right now. Everybody's down in Sedona with Linda G and Kevin, the healing medium, and Gregory and Debbie, Freebird Spirit. They're all
oh, I
together.
didn't
I
know
think
Linda
Amanda
was.
Carroll is
I
down
didn't
there.
know that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Mm-hmm.
know Terry Renner went down and she was
Yeah.
going to do the meditation for them, but I didn't know Linda went. I thought it was Debbie, Kevin, and oh gosh, I can't think of the guy's name.
Gregory.
I've never
Mm-hmm.
Gregory, maybe his name
Gregory.
is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I know
Um,
Linda was there. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
and well,
Well,
Amanda Carroll, I saw her mention. She said, "I'm with Linda G," and she mentioned everybody. And I saw
oh,
Terry Renner's post. She was posting, and her and um, something bear,
oh, okay.
Honey Bear
Okay.
is her name. I don't know
Honey
what's
Bear. Yeah. I've
no.
seen Honey Bear. Yep.
It
Yep. Hmm.
it's not Honey Bear. I'm thinking of something else. But
Okay. Well, that's
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hi, Willow. Hi, Teacher Barbara. Butterflies are free. No, you're not late. We just started. Barb, I saw your Barbara's in the Tampa area, and she went through some stuff, during the two
Oh,
hurricanes,
really?
and she's
Oh,
exhausted.
no.
She's exhausted. And she's like, why am I so tired? It's PTSD. I don't know how she got through it, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, just give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. There's no right or wrong. And hello, Thelma Truitt. We've got you on the list. Thank you so much. Anyway, I can't believe it's already on the downside of October.
Hmm.
It's just crazy. But the weather's getting a little bit more chill. Everybody's having more apples and pumpkins and things like that. How's the weather in the DC metro? Is it getting colder?
It's beautiful and sunny and seasonably cool. So it's
Oh,
around
okay.
70 and it might go up to 75, but yesterday and the day before it only reached 65 or 70. So it's like it was a cool
Okay.
couple of days and then it's a little warmer and then it'll get cooler, I think. But
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's
it's a
good. I went out to get coffee the other day, and we have beautiful leaves here, not like New England because that's totally, everywhere. But there was a lot of different trees on the way down to Starbucks, and they were brilliant colors. And I think it's because we had a different kind of summer here, and so I'm just really enjoying it before they all fall off and go
mhm.
bye-bye. But,
Those
wow,
really
Barbara's is
vibrant
still hot.
colors. I
Yeah.
watched this lady, Little Mountain Ranch or something like that, and she is a homesteader up in Canada. And I
Oh,
love watching her do her gardening and her canning and stuff. And
yeah.
she is up in Canada, and she said there was this tree that was changing color, and it was such a bright neon orange with like burnt orange color. The
Yeah.
whole tree was just so
Uh-huh.
beautiful. It looked like it was glowing. And she said, "We
Yeah,
normally don't get the change of the season up here like that." So she was surprised
not
to see
that
it.
brilliant. Yeah, not that brilliant. I, it's so these were like, I won't say they were it was like a pink red color, like, and I have a bush out front that gets sort of muted red. It's not, it's bright red. It's unbelievably beautiful. So, yeah. So I guess it's not just it's Canada, of course, has had all of the beautiful views of the
Aurora
aurora
borealis, yeah.
borealis. Yeah, yeah. So that's awesome. Awesome.
Mhm.
Hello, LP and Sandra Dole. It's nice to see you. I got everybody's questions so far. And so I got 5. We'll start in just a minute. Jean has been away for almost a month, I think. It's been a few
Oh, has
weeks.
it been that long, Aley? Maybe 3
Hasn't it?
weeks. 3
Okay,
Sundays anyway. I know it's 2
3
Sundays. I
Sundays.
had
All right,
back-to-back shows, so maybe it was 3 Sundays, but it seems
maybe
like
it
forever, I
was.
know.
But you're coming next. You'll be here next week too. So
I
yeah,
believe
so I
so,
have you
yes.
twice.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Mhm. And then
And
in
we
November, I
have
do have 2 more live shows, but the 2 more live shows are on Saturdays in November. Yeah. But,
oh,
hi,
okay,
Linda
cool.
Kennedy.
That's wonderful. Hi,
Mhm.
Linda. It's good to see you. I was just asking Jean about if you had showed up at one of the things she was at, and she said yes. So that's wonderful. I love that, Linda. It's almost like I live vicariously through Jean and you. You know, my girls get together and I feel good about it. I feel like I'm part of that, you know? So that's really
Well,
cool.
you have meetups over there, and you meet,
Mhm. Yeah. I
a
met
couple of the
Randy and
Mhm.
Amanda Carroll, and I've met Wiki. And I've also met a lady named Kelly who does, she's actually a song teacher, a voice teacher. She was really a
Mhm.
cool lady too. So, yeah.
Mhm.
So you have your poor roof tiles are still flopping in the wind. Oh gosh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no.
I hope you're not getting any leaks, Barbara. I hope you're not getting any leaks. Oh, thanks, Linda. Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm part of that whole thing. Hello, Jo. Nice to see you as well. So I guess we'll get started. Um, and beautiful Willow, how's mom and dad? Put it in the chat. I'd love to know. Are you still taking care of the dog, or have you moved on and on back on the road? Let us know. Always love to see you. So Grandpa Melton. All right.
Was he your paternal grandfather, your dad's dad? I feel that there was a grandfather that was close to the family, and I'm not sure if he was separated from his wife or if she passed before him. But I do see somebody being retired and hanging around the house with you and your family. And I'm not sure, maybe he would come over and hang out or have dinner or spend the weekend, something. But I do see him watching the kids run around, and him, he was I feel like this gentleman that I'm picking up was not stoic, but he was a man of few words, and he had a kind heart, and he never asked for much. Like, he wasn't a complainer, he wasn't a he was a very kind soul and was a man of few words. Does this sound like him, Willow?
That's her mom's dad. Yeah, let us know, Willow.
Oh,
Yeah.
so okay, I see. It was mom's dad. Okay, so let me see. So
Yeah.
she's saying
She
yes,
says
that does
yes.
sound like him.
Yeah.
Okay, so he would come
Okay.
over and hang out and watch you guys run around, and he just I don't he could have lived with you, but I just see him there, almost like he would come over and hang out for some reason, whether it was, I don't know what the occasion was, but he would like to be useful. He would like to be useful. He was always like, give me a job to do, give me something to do, let me fix something. What do you need done? He was able to do things if you asked him to. Like, I think your mom really enjoyed him being able to help her where he could, but it wasn't like he could do a whole lot. But he just what he's letting you know is that life is short.
Mhm.
He's saying, love those souls, the people, the relationships in your life. Show them how much you love them when you have them the chance.
Yeah. Oh, Willow was 9 when Bernice Melton passed. Um, and so he passed when I was 9. All right. Thank you, Moon Angel. Thank you for giving me your dad's first name. Okay. I do know that she's taking care of her, in essence, taking care of her mom and dad. Her mom's cancer is terminal, and this is her dad that she's trying to get a hold of to sort of help her from afar, I believe. And so he's saying, I'm recognizing all the changes that you're dealing with, Willow, and I know that it leaves you up in the air sometimes. Sometimes it's interesting that the decisions that you made before all of this occurred, about mom and knowing what was going on, have been able to facilitate the ability for you to be where you need to be right now. And that's helping mom and dad. And so he supports you so much. He says, you're doing such a beautiful job. He says, my beautiful daughter is going through so much, and you're there for her. And there's nothing better that I could ever expect or ask for. And he says it's really it has pulled together the tribe here and down there, and that this was needed. This was necessary, especially after some of the things that have been said and done. That's what I get. And he says, make sure, it says, take time just to breathe. That, you are working so hard. You are trying to pull together things, and he recognizes all the energy that takes. So he also says every self-honoring boundary you set has the potential to heal the other person. So there's going to be some healing that goes on in this situation. And he says, maybe he knew before she knew that this was going to be orchestrated, but I believe he orchestrated this to help out his daughter. So thank you. Thank you, dear.
That's all we can do right now is love one another. And that's why he said that. You're asking, what can you do? What's the best thing for a mom is to love. Show her you love her.
Right.
Tell her you love her.
Yep.
Allow her to love you. That's all we can do right now. I want to say a special shout out to Valerie from Illumination Portal. Hello, Valerie. I was thinking about you, girlfriend. I don't know what it was. I knew that there was some sort of an astrological lineup, and you were like really on my mind. So I hope I'm sure everything is going well, and I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you.
Yeah, there was a full moon this week, which was really quite intense. And so
beautiful,
yes,
wasn't
hello,
it?
Valerie. It was beautiful. That's true. And hello, Jen Bowles, visionary gal. It's good to see you as well.
Hi, Jen.
So yeah, Valerie, much love to you, honey. I hope everything's going. I hope you're feeling better. So there you go.
So is Jen starting her own channel? Do you know?
Well, I don't know if she is, but she came on my dream channel, and she had the most beautiful vision. She had all these visions, and all orbs. First she had orbs, and then she had some other stuff going on where she was able to see things. And so the next night I saw her in a chat. I said, "How are you doing there, Jen, visionary gal?" And so she loved it. So that's who she is.
Well,
but that was her choice. Yeah, that was her choice.
You were assisting so many people getting started on their channels, Aley, and I'm sure you're not done. I'm sure there's many more.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
That's true. So actually, Donna Spanier is going to come on next month, and she wants to start her own channel. So there you go. Yeah.
Oh. Who was that you said that wants to start her own channel? Donna?
Donna Spanier. You know Donna?
No. Does she go by something else or? Okay.
No, she goes by Donna Spanier. Yeah, she lives up in BC. She lives, I believe she found me through Linda, what's her name? De Gonzalez, I think. I think she knows Linda De Gonzalez.
I see.
She was on her channel. Yeah. Yeah.
Aley, you're doing
you're going to start your own channel in time, Jim. All right. We'll hold that lantern out there for you to start it whenever you are. All right.
Excellent. So,
Okay.
Teacher Barbara, when I tuned into John, your grandfather John, the first thing I heard right away is you are stronger than you think. You trust yourself, trust your instincts. He's saying that this is your spirit guides and all of us working through you. And it's important for you to rely on your instincts, your intuition, because this is how we're talking to you. And they're saying that he's saying that you are stronger than you think. And he said you can weather any storm, which is, uh, in both instances that
Uh-huh.
I think that he did help to protect you and your house from the storm in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he just wants you to know that you have a lot of support around you, that you're not here alone, that there's a lot of angels and ancestors that are here supporting you. And he just wants you to trust yourself and to feel this support come through you, because it'll be through you that they'll be able to take action. How about you, Aley?
Wow. That's wonderful. So, this is really cute. He's saying to you, first of all, there's a woman that's sort of standing there with a mirror and it says vanity. But I think what he's really saying is don't worry, rest, keep your pajamas on, stay in bed, don't need makeup, just go lay down and take care of yourself. Yes.
I love
Yes.
that. Keep your
It
pajamas
is.
on.
Keep your pajamas on. This is, he says, it's an act of love to be as is. In other words, it's like you don't have to impress anybody. You don't, it doesn't really matter. You dealt with a really huge, between your own home and your parents' home, you're dealing with an awful lot. And he said, but you have the most perfect leadership skills to handle what's been coming your way. And he's really proud of you, especially the way that you helped your parents deal with the things. And he's recognizing, I see your two dogs, and I know your dog, we were reading on your dogs the other day. He's like, oh, those dogs, he says, I was working in the background keeping them calm too, so that's why they got along so well. But
Oh,
he said, if you're angry, it's okay to let that anger go. Sometimes we hold it in and we are depressed. He Oh, it's about the signs. She keeps getting political signs stolen out of her yard. And so he said, these people are this way. You can either choose to be angry on your own or just let them be angry and don't get yourself in a snit about it, because it's them that is the problem, not you. So there you go. Wow. All these grandpas giving wise wisdom today. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Barb. Take a break. All right, so we have Thelma wondering if she can get anything from her guides.
Hello, dear Thelma. Thank you for being here. Are you throwing cards? Are you doing tarot on your own there, Thelma? Or is it oracle cards? They want you to your spirit guides are speaking to you. I feel like you are, it's really hard for us to get messages for ourselves. But they're saying to keep doing what you're doing, to pick up the information that comes through. Even though you turn over an oracle card and it says, it'll be sunny tomorrow, and you don't feel like it's going to be sunny, but just it's in there is I guess energy in the messages that you're getting, even though your analytical mind might say it's not going to be sunny tomorrow. If you turn over that card and your spirit guides want you to see that it's sunny tomorrow, there's something in that that is activating and that is reassuring you on a subconscious level. I'm not sure, but I would if you do oracle cards or tarot cards, but they're saying wherever it is that you're picking up signs, I feel like they're saying you're doubting it, or you're saying that couldn't possibly be true. And they just want you to give them the benefit of the doubt. I do feel as though you're getting your own messages as well. And they
Very
just want you to
good.
trust that.
Very much
How
so.
about you, Aley?
Yep. So, the first one I get is that you have the ability to be a shaman. At the very least, you walk between both worlds. So I agree with Jean. Maybe you are doing that through cards. So your spiritual and your physical world, you're on a fine line between them, like we all are actually, between 3 and 5D, working this way and that way when we have to. It says that you are a powerful being in your midst. And what I love is that from a totally different deck, I pulled that this for you is a rite of passage. And there's nothing more beautiful than this card. And it really complements this idea that you are working through those things to empower yourself. And that's so fabulous. They're saying that you're a bit worried about your finances. And so take the worry and start affirming that you have everything you need to do the things you want, and everything you want to do the things you need. You're healthy, wealthy, and wise. Don't try to focus, if you have that issue, on lack. Try to focus more on whatever will come to you if you focus on it that way. So thank you, Thelma. Thank you.
So were you up with Sherry last night, Aley? I see that she's saying she's
I
not
was.
feeling well.
Sherry has got a really bad sinus infection. She really needs something to knock that out. But yeah, we were up. God, did we ever have fun? Oh my Lord.
She's
We were
worse
doing
today
naughty
than
and nice
she was.
cards.
Yeah, than she was yesterday. And Sherry, look up the medical medium healing broth. And it has a lot of ginger and turmeric and onions and garlic and things like this. And you steep all of these vegetables and you drink this broth, and it's really very it boosts your immune system, but it's really it's a lovely thing to fight off some of that nastiness that you have going on there. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So yes, that's funny, Val. And this morning I was set to order some. We have a place called Papa Murphy's out here where you buy a pizza made up but not cooked, and you cook it at home. That's what they do. And I was all set to order it. And my husband's out here getting dressed, and I said, "Where are you going?" "Well, I have to drop the ballots off, and I wanted to pick up one of those Papa Murphy's." I said, oh, he said, "Wow." And so now we're all thinking alike here. Yeah. Wow. Some of you are asking me if the questions are closed. And what I'm going to tell you is that I have a lot of questions. I'm taking them in random order, and we'll get to as many as we can, but we can't guarantee anybody gets read today, because that would take us hours and hours. So just if you want to put it in, I'll put you on the list. We'll see if we can do it. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see. I saw it. Okay. Well, we're going to stick with mediumship for right now. Any message from my family from the other side? My Aunt Joan, who passed in 2007. Her name was Joan Crawford. Oh my God. We got to make sure we don't get the one with the hangers, right? There's the actress Joan Crawford. So
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She's honored that you're asking for her. She's coming through, sending gratitude and the feeling of honor that you would ask, and that she is in your heart. I don't know if she had any children of her own, but this is something that you were very close to her, and that she saw you as one of her own. And she's almost like, me. You're worried about me, or you're inquiring about me. I don't know if she was like an aunt that would travel a lot, or that was outside of the family, or that did something different than the family. She's telling me, but she wasn't like in the family nucleus when everybody was growing up and having kids. I feel like she was either outside or she moved somewhere else and would come and visit. But you always had a beautiful connection with her, and it was almost like you were reincarnated together for a reason, and that you had past lives together. She's saying that it was a very strong
Oh,
connection, and that you two, it was like it wasn't like she was your aunt as like a an elder. She was your aunt that was like your equal. Like she saw you as she spoke to you as an adult, and you spoke to her like as you would a friend. Like there was this equalness about the two of you, and she wants you to know that that was for real, that was true, that was strong, and that she felt it
mhm.
as well. She just wants, I don't know if she gave you something. She's showing me that some of her things that she left behind, whether you went and picked out something for yourself or if she specifically left you something, but she wants you to know that she's glad that you have some of her things. What, even if it's just like a sweater or a blanket or something like this, she's really glad that you have
Oh,
something to hold on to and to remember her by. But she just really wants to thank you. She's really very touched that you're asking. Wow.
yeah.
And that's
So her feedback was that Joan was shy. She was her godmother, and she got polio in high school, so she never got married or had children. So you were like a close daughter to her, a second mom or
yep,
whatever. Yeah, that's
yep.
awesome. Yeah. So I got this. I got a lot of the same thing from. She says, "I feel really important because you asked about me." So she, she, that's so cute. Um, did did some people I get this card and it's arcana, and arcana is a way of putting things in categories, but what stood out to me was the bat on the lady's head, and I'm wondering if she some people thought she was kind of crazy because she was so quiet. I don't know. The bat stood out to me, so that I'm going to leave it there. But she said, "Oh, enjoy your life. I am able to see you." And I sense she's with Dad. We didn't get his first name, but she wants you to know. Oh yes, I'm right here with your dad, and I am shy, but I wanted to come through because you asked about me, and so Dad's right there with her. Was there anything about her? She didn't drive until in her 60s, and you'd give her rides. Oh, right. My mother never drove, so I get it totally. Was there something about water? Did she like going swimming? Did she like going to the ocean or to the lake? Or there's something about water, is what I pulled here for you. So, anyway, what a lovely
That's
person.
That's very sweet of you,
Yeah.
Jo, and she thinks very highly and fondly of you. And it is, you two are incarnating together, and you will incarnate again together. She just wants. She's really
Oh,
honored that you asked about her. It was, it was difficult for her to be different. It wasn't the polio. It was because she was treated differently and didn't get to experience life the same way as maybe her siblings or her friends would, um, but that you never treated her any different. You saw her for the soul that she was. And how beautiful is that, Jo?
very nice. Yeah. Thanks, Jean. Um, all right. So MLR says need a hint from spirit on how to get unstuck and create freedom. They know what's going on. Okay. Okay.
Um, so the first thing Spirit said was to they're kindly requesting patience on your part, that it takes some time in this realm to coordinate the divine intervention or the universal energies to allow things to play out. it's almost like there's a holding pattern or a waiting pattern or an energetic buildup. There's something that takes time to coordinate, and they're asking you to allow them patience, and to they're also asking you to release the attachment to the outcome. They want you to just trust and let go and almost move on to the next project, and forget about what you've asked for, what they're helping you with. Or it's not a block, it's just a pause, is what they're saying. But it's a pause, and they it's almost like they want you to hide your eyes while we're setting up the surprise for you. Like if you're watching the pot's not going to boil. They need you to say, pot, I need you to boil, turn it on and walk away and start doing something else, and trust that that pot will boil, so to speak, metaphorically.
Hold on just a
And
second.
MLR
I guess
says
I can just. Okay, go ahead.
she's here and her laptop is freezing on and off. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, I know. At least it will be taped, so you can go back and listen to it, ML. Donna Spanier, you can put your question in, honey, but we are taking them randomly, and so we're not. Maybe not everybody will be read. Okay, just need you to know that. All right. So ML, I got really interesting cards, and I think it has something to do with it, your emotions surrounding what the issue is. And so the first thing I get is, would you please eat correctly? So they're asking you to take care of yourself better. Your nutrition needs to be better. And I know that it's hard for you right now because you're feeling an emptiness, and this won't fill it up, but nothing else will either. So you have to learn at this point that it's not going to last forever. And as Jean's guide said, they're just wanting you to have more patience. Okay. They also want you to go out and take a walk in nature because it will ground you. Maybe there's too much time up here thinking about what it is that the problem is. And so they want you to just take a walk and connect with Mother Nature. The other thing I get is reciprocity. And look at this. It's so beautiful. It's the vessel that has the water in it that flows. And it says, seek balance in give and take. All must benefit. So give it over to most beneficial outcome, realizing that whatever is meant to be will happen that way. It's not you consciously pushing for anything to happen. It will happen in its own unfolding time. I hope that helps. Yeah. All right. What Cheez-Its aren't a major food group? No, but they sure are good. I like them too. I like the ones actually that have a little bit of burn on them. Yeah. Walking as much as you can, no harm. Okay. Just know you have a simpatico person here, ML. Yeah. Much love. Much love. All right. So we have Linda Kennedy. I would love a message from my brother Kevin. His youngest daughter's getting married Friday. Well, congratulations to her.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow. Well,
he wants you to be his. Go ahead, Jean.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Aley. What were you saying?
Well, I just feel like I want you to be my surrogate, Linda. I can't be there, but you're going to be there. And so, yeah, that's the first thing I got. Anyway, you go right ahead.
That's okay. And the first thing I got was that he's definitely going to be there, and he's already orchestrating that everything's going to turn out okay, and that she has everything that she needs. And I don't know who is going to be walking her down the aisle, but or if anybody will be, but he will be there with her in spirit, of course. I'm not sure if they plan on having a picture of him in on a chair. Sometimes they have a photo and an empty chair in honor of the parents that are no longer here. He said, I'm not missing out on anything. He wants you to know, I'm not missing this. I will be there. And he's almost like, I've got the best seat in the house, because I can feel her feelings, and I can feel how happy she is. I can feel how much she loves her fiance and her groom to be, and that he has the best seat in the house. and to be happy for him and to be happy for her. He's saying this is, and these types of celebrations, when we have so much joy and the family gets together, he loves this. He's like, this is a wondrous occasion that he's just going to enjoy being with everybody. And you'll probably be thinking of him and getting hits throughout the whole. That's him. That's him. He's going to be like saying, Linda, do this. Linda, tell her that. Mm-hmm.
I got the same thing. This guy has got such a big personality. Oh my God. And so he says, if they start doing the member strut at any time, I'll know he's there. Well, he says, yes. He says, I'll get your attention. And she said her mom is going to walk her down the aisle. So mom will be there. Dad will be on the other side, of her. He says, I'm going to creatively come through, and look, it's music, Linda. So there you go with the strut, right? Oh my Lord. And he says, I know it's not a competition, but he said, you're going to know I'm there. So yeah, it's not going to be any question of whether or not he's making a splash, because he will. So wow, that's amazing.
It'll be a reuniting for you too, Linda. He knows how much you miss him, and he knows how much you want the best for him and his family, and he just wants to thank you for that. How lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. And Willow, you're right. Linda has some of that personality too, and some of that, charisma. So there you go.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. So we have, may I get a spirit reading from Lena? All right.
Hi, Miss Lena. So the first thing I heard, they understand, Lena, that you are opening up and becoming aware of your higher self and your spirit guides and your signs and synchronicities. And they know that you know that there is no time. And they say, why are you asking for the end of 24 when life goes on? And they say that, what's important is this now moment, and then this now moment, and then this now moment. They said, make sure you live fully and consciously in this moment, and allow this to carry you forward. And whatever is now will be then, because you're creating it as you're moving forward. And they want you to know that time is just a formality. They say it's so that we can have some sort of schedule. And they want you to know that you are actually to trust these things that you're feeling, sensing, and seeing all the signs and synchronicities. And I feel like you might feel your ancestors, some of your loved ones that have crossed over. They may be either in your dreams, or like songs would come up that make you think of them. And they're saying, trust this. This is part of your awareness opening up. How about you, Aley?
Okay. Well, Lena, I'm getting here that it's important that you return to nature, that you spend some time outside or do some activities outside. It's always wonderful to walk on a beautiful pathway, or go down and sit by an ocean or a river or a water source. They want you to stop thinking about what you don't have and start thinking about what you have already. So gratitude is important for you. And even if that gratitude is that you have enough to eat, that you have friends, that it's a beautiful day today, that you have running water, it can be anything, but focus more on what you do have, not what you don't have. And they said, strive to do the best you can, and don't worry about anything beyond your control, because it's like paying money for something that never happens. So try to sit in that and let things flow over you, and don't push, because pushing isn't going to make a difference. So there you go. Thank you, Lena. Thank you.
Wonderful.
All right. So we have Moon Angel. And Moon Angel's dad's name was Bill.
Sure.
Oh, he passed in 1959, that long ago. Oh my Lord, Moon Angel. Okay. I thought my dad had been gone a long time.
Were you not born yet, Moon Angel? My goodness. Was your mom pregnant with you when your dad passed? 1959. Wow. It's a wonderful year. I'm sorry that that you didn't have your dad for that long. Now, I do feel like you did have a father figure in your life, but your mom was never the same, and I think that you felt like you lost both parents. I don't know. Were you in the womb? Because I don't know if you even knew what was going on at that time. But your mom was shocked and almost never got over the tragedy is what I'm feeling. Your poor mom. She was it's almost like the rug was pulled out from under her and she had nowhere to land. And she had you, and I think she had a couple of younger kids. So I don't know if you were a toddler and there was other babies, or if you were the baby and there was other toddlers. But she's I do feel like it was a huge upheaval, and there wasn't a lot of support for your mom. I think that she did finally find, I feel like there was a friend or an aunt. I don't think she went to her parents. She went to another family member, like a sister or a brother, and felt like she couldn't ask them for help because she was already obligated to them for letting her stay there. I think that your mom really had a tough time with this, that your dad's telling me. And his name is Bill, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You were 14? Oh, and you're turning 80 soon. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Moon Angel.
So you did feel the impact, no pun intended. I don't even know if it was an impact, but he's saying of your mother not being able to recover from this devastation.
She said she was the only one with him. Okay.
Okay. He wants you to know that he hasn't missed out on anything in your life. I feel as though you're married, you have kids, and that you lived a full life, obviously, here today, and is really happy that he was able to participate and be able to watch you grow up and have a beautiful life. He said he didn't miss out on anything. I'm not sure if your kids talked about him. I had a sick younger sister and two broke. He died within 2 hours. Okay. Yep, they were broke. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That was a very difficult time period.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So your dad's just recognizing this, and he's saying that his passing may have started the the sequence of events from to occur, but everything happened for a reason, he's saying. And it's almost made you stronger. It's almost made you stronger, and you feel maybe that you're living with this tragedy that you're holding on to, but you're actually living with the strength of your perseverance, of your being able to overcome such a tragedy. And it helped you to grow stronger, and your relationships were more meaningful because of what you knew, how fragile life was. He's just saying that he didn't miss out on anything, and he's saying that he loves you very much. And this one grown grandson, does he remind you of your dad, or does he remind you of your dad's pictures? I know it's hard to remember sometimes exactly how he acted, but maybe just his pictures, something about he's saying that he's proud of the family and of you. Yeah.
That's why I got the first card that I did. He said, please know and live in peace. He said, I'm not judging anything that you're doing. And there wasn't anything more you could do then or now. He says, this is what my dad used to say to me, and my dad's telling me now, I'm just a man. I'm just a man. I'm not a god. I'm not some elevated person. And what you have done with your life has been absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Forgive yourself. Have faith in what you've done. I'm sorry that I left you high and dry at 14. I think that he feels really badly that he had to go, or that that this worked out the way it did. I think he feels like, looking at it from the other side, oh my God, she needed me and I left. So there is some of that. So there's some healing that's needed to be done, and he wants to do it as much as you do. He said, whatever it is that you decide to do is perfect. He said, it may not be that it is the perfect idea or the best solution, but it's perfect for your lifetime and the way that you were raised and the way that I was for you. Please take all of that guilt or fear or what, and know that I want you to be at peace. Definitely. But look at this, family patterns comes up. And, this is the real gist of it. I think you probably overcompensated with your own children because you didn't want them to be left. So anyway, Dad says, I love you, love you, love you. And even though that was a long, long time ago, I've always, like Jean said, I'm always right there. I've seen everything. I'm with you with whatever you're doing. I get such a strong sense of like the tightest hug you could ever get. And maybe he didn't do that as much in your life. Maybe he did, but maybe he didn't. And he said, I wished I'd hugged you more. So You're welcome, sweetheart. Yeah. Your son feels close to your dad.
Yeah.
I know. That's beautiful. Yep. 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 Yes, you're welcome, dear. Please know that, oh my goodness, I think he was thrilled that you came and asked about him. So, All right. So I've got Lori Sue, Kramit, and Cragen Klemt. I'm sorry. If at all possible, I'd like a message or insight you might be able to share. I've been having some challenging past months. Lori, you are not alone, but I want to recognize that everybody has the right to some help with their challenges.
So, Lori Sue, is it possible if you would just give me a little bit of a direction? Is it about your job? Is it about love life? Is it about a home? Is it about your health? I don't just, some, because
Sure.
it's an open-ended question here. And since you have a specific need, I don't want to provide a general type of response for you. If you had that available.
Oh, so we'll wait on that one until, yeah.
Okay.
Did you get something, Jean? No, go ahead.
I can, she said it's about not having a home, possibly homelessness. Okay. All right, Lori Sue.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm sure that you've already reached out and you've already contacted assistance. There's some programs that you might be able to receive assistance or help with if you can contact your county. I have no idea what state you're in, or if you're even in the States, but I do feel like there are resources out there, not to wait until it's too late to find some help and find some assistance and some advice. You need some advice as well. Is Lori going to be able to keep her house that she's currently living in? I'm getting a short little yes. Is Lori going to be able to stay in her own home? Is Lori going to be able to stay in her own home? And this is up in the air. It's saying maybe it's free will. Is Lori going to be able to stay with a roommate and have a roommate? Mm, um, that's a maybe. Do you have pets there, Lori? I feel like there's somebody else that's living with you, some pets. Is there a North Carolina checked
She's
with
staying with a friend
further up?
right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, are you affected from the hurricane?
Yeah.
Oh, she has a
She has
dog. Yeah.
she has a dog, yeah.
Will Lori be able to be independent and live in her own home again? Will she be able to live with a roommate moving forward? It's a possibility. Will Lori be able to receive assistance to get by until she can get into her own home? I feel like there is some sort of assistance. Are you, I don't know what age you are, but if you're a senior in any way, um, there are senior services. Um,
Yeah.
and your spirit guides want you to get creative. They want you to, because you have a dog, you're very good, you are good with dogs. So maybe you can be a house sitter, maybe you can be a dog walker, maybe you can barter and trade, some work, or some, if you know of a shelter, a dog shelter, I'm actually seeing like a farm, a horse farm, where you could go
Mhm.
and have a place to stay while you're working for somebody. There is, try and get creative and see if there's something that you can do. I know that I mean, I don't know if you were affected by the hurricane, but
She
no, not
wasn't.
the
She said,
hurricane.
"No,
Good,
no." Yeah.
good. That's good.
So, I wanna tell you, Lori, that in 2002, I was on the brink of homelessness. I had a RV, but no car, no job, nothing. And my husband and I walked into a storage unit place, and we had to store our stuff. And there's a sign on the desk that said, "Ask us about jobs." So I did. And I got a job, and it had an apartment. And I worked in the building, and it was there was a small apartment there. I had my dog with me, with my husband and I, and we were there 5 years until we got on our feet. And you get a small wage, you'll get enough to, but you got free housing. So, something to think about, and that's where the creativity comes in. Anything that's showing you a sign is there to point you in a direction, and I know that sign I saw pointed me in that direction because I listened to the message. So I get here, know thyself, because everybody's different. I'm not saying you have to be a storage manager, but look what I got. I got relocation, and they're packing up the bags. Stop being fearful. Don't be fearful. Don't let fear get to you, Lori. And it says being grateful for life experiences is one of the keys to attaining peace. So it's very difficult when you're in survival mode to feel that way, but it's calling upon you to try and work in those parameters so that you don't bring fear in. You bring gratitude, love, and acceptance. So I totally wish you well, my dear, and I hope you find something. But I'm glad your friend has opened their house to you. Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
best,
All
Lori
right.
Sue. I think it's working in your favor that you are a senior and disability. I think both of these
Uh-huh.
things will
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They might be helpful.
qualify you for a lot of assistance and help, and for sure.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So Warrior Girl sort of has a request from us to come through with a message from Mother Mary from you, and from Yeshua from me. And I think it could be for everybody, really. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this one up, and let's see if we can help her out. Yeah. Hi, Louise.
Mary is starting with compassion. She's saying, and when she is asking for you to work and practice compassion, it starts with us. It starts with compassion for ourselves. It starts with filling ourselves up with, you know, reassurance, with confidence, not necessarily, but just a to let go of that fear and to have hope. It's the hope that she wants. It's the compassion for ourselves and allow ourselves to hope and to have this not be a worryful hope, but a joyful hope that we're looking forward to sunnier days, you know. And she's saying, have compassion for yourself in everything that you do and everything that you have done, experienced, saw, whatever it was. Have compassion. Let it go. It's really important for us to let go of this dense energy that may have carried with us through the conditioning of our life, our earlier times. And she wants you to have compassion, to let it go, and to have joy and hope in our hearts, because this is the energy and the frequency that is needed throughout humanity right now.
Absolutely. So Yeshua, aka Jesus, it comes through saying, "My children, I am here with you and for you, whether you're Christian or not, because I did not come through my Father to be deified. I was a man, and all I do, all that I am and all that I do, you can do also, which has been told to you. First and foremost, be your own authority. Don't listen to the authority of another. You do not have to agree with poorly translated dogma. Remember that you are the one who makes the decisions in this life. You have been given free will. You also do not need to be a perfectionist, because through things that we go through, we live and learn. Finally, he said it is okay to just say no. There's no way that you always have to be the one that does the work. You can say no as well and protect yourself. Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful,
Warrior.
Aley.
Thank you. Yeah. Wow.
And really, it's try and focus on how good it can get, because we are creating our own reality, with each thought. You don't want to have fear. You don't want to think of the worst case scenario. You don't, it's not doing anything other than giving energy towards what you don't want. You really want to focus on what you do want. And it sounds like sunshine and rainbows, but it really does make a difference, because what we focus on, we attract.
Right. Wow. That's true. Thank you. Butterflies are free. Are you still here? And then I'm going to go with Star Traveler. And yeah, those two people. So butterflies are free. Are you here? All right. Let me check. You're welcome, dear. Yes, butterflies are free is here. Thank you.
So I'm getting that you have I want to say evolved, but you have grown, you have expanded, and you are feeling a sense of your higher self. I feel like you're feeling a sense of being guided by angels and or your higher self. I do feel as though you're connecting to the spiritual realm, the energies that are around you, and I feel like you're actually feeling this, sensing this, I should say, because sensing is a little different than feeling. Feeling is very much 3D physical, but sensing is a little more energetic, and I feel like you're sensing more. And they want you to follow where this leads, and to maybe write things down, and try not to dismiss anything. Even if it's a cloud up in the sky that looks like something like a unicorn or something, just give it the benefit of the doubt, and don't just say, "Oh, I'm just I'm just thinking it's that." Really give it the benefit of the doubt. We all are going through an awakening and awareness, and our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors are all hoping to awaken us, and to contact us, and to let us know that they are here and close, because this is where we're headed, you guys. So this is what I feel like you are sensing. This butterflies are free.
Yeah. Okay, Star Traveler, thank you. What are you organizing? Are you organizing something? Butterflies are free. Are you working to get some things together, or making a plan for something? I get the organizing card for you, that this has been a focus, or should be a focus for you. It could be maybe cleaning out closets. I mean, it could be something silly, but it could be also making a plan for something, a vacation or whatever. It says here that you are an overachiever and you need to relax a little bit. So if that's the case, what you do is enough. In other words, we have to get to the point where we say, okay, I need a break. So I'm guessing that that's something you need to do. And it says, do not mistake sensory overload for true love. So I don't know if somebody or something is trying to get your attention. Yeah. Okay. What, Jean? You lost a lot of weight and you won't.
Right. Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. I've lost 30 pounds this year, so I understand totally. And good for you. Yeah. Time to move on. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah.
There may be somebody
it is
that has
sensory
their eye
overload.
on you.
Yeah. There might be somebody going, looking pretty good there. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was nice and light. And you are lighter. So there you go. Wow. All righty. So Star Traveler, we're getting a lot of these today. And I think anybody going through a hard time needs to hear these messages. So I'm going to pass this along to you as well. All right.
I think I've read for you once before. I feel as though this is a sign. I feel as though it's a sign for you to find out what it is that that makes you happy, that is supporting your happiness and your desires. If it's not working, there's a reason for it. Maybe there's something else that is better for you in your life. It's almost like we just can't force things to go in the direction that society expects. We have to go with the flow. We have to find what it is that excites us. We have to find what it is inside of us that makes us light up. And we need to follow this. I do feel like there's the reason why something is not working, or that in your life, is they want you to look elsewhere. It's almost like they'll tap you on the shoulder, they'll give you a little whisper, and then all of a sudden they'll say, okay, it's not for you anymore. We want you to go in a different direction. And I do see that you are a star traveler, and perhaps this is the direction that they want you to move in. It's important to, and I know that everybody hates this word, but meditate, write down what you get
Yeah.
when you meditate. You can record yourself when you meditate. I feel like there are messages and answers that come through you when you meditate, and they want that you are needed, and you're being moved, and you're gently being moved, but you're being moved in a direction that is for your highest good. Because whatever it was that you were trying to do is not in your highest good for some reason. They it's not that they can tell you, but they're trying to nudge you. And I don't know if you've had little whispers and little nudges before this, but I do feel as though that this is a sign, a spiritual sign that there are other things out there that are meant for you. There, Star Traveler.
Okay. So I get the same kind of thing as Jean is saying, but I'm getting that set up a sacred space, which is where you can meditate or where you can have an altar of whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, candles, some incense, or a deity if you feel like you want to have that, or the Buddha, whatever. It's right here, timeless peace right now, pure consciousness. So they want you to please stop thinking about tomorrow and only sit with the present moment in the present time. It's very important, because tomorrow we'll have to deal with tomorrow, but today we need to be present. And so they want you to do what you're doing in the community. You can do it here in this community, or outside your home in that community. But they're wanting you to hook up with the resources that can help you in your community. And you may have to take some risks. I don't think you're going to have to ride a unicycle on a wire, but that's pretty bold. That's pretty bold. It said, don't dim your light for anybody. Shine on, you crazy diamond. So there you go. They want you to be empowered by your own knowing that you are taken care of. And so there you go. So thank you, Star Traveler.
All the best to you,
Before
Star
we leave,
Traveler. Mm-hmm.
before we leave, Lori Sue says she has to leave her friend's house tomorrow, and she doesn't have anywhere to go. And she's got some health issues. So I had a very dear friend who I helped out. She lived in a shelter in Portland, Oregon, and she was just getting by. And she was in a wheelchair. There were all kinds of things going on. We ended up doing a GoFundMe for her, Lori Sue. And after a period of time, she had enough money to get out and find an apartment to get started. So this might be something that you should think about. I know that Jean and I have worked with GoFundMes for other people, and we would be willing to help you out by promoting that if you think you could, if that's something you want. So I don't want to leave here without offering you some kind of compassionate solution. So, and for everybody here today.
Check with your doctor's office, with the the local municipalities and the local Christian charities and things like this. There's people out there that want to help you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Thank you, Star Traveler. Thank you, Venus. Yes, let's all send some loving energy to Lori. And it is hard to see so many women struggling to make ends meet. It's not easy. And the older we get, and if we're alone, it's extremely daunting for us. So yeah, seniors are sharing their homes. Well, that's nice. That's really nice. Anyway, Jean, thank you so much for your beautiful messages for everybody with your guides today. And we will see you next Sunday when we're here together again. And thank you, everybody. I'm sorry we couldn't get to all the questions, but please know that you are all loved, and we're wrapping our arms around you. So thank you. Thanks, Jean. Bye,
You're
everyone.
welcome.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, moderators.